Yeah.
Even be a little
55,
bit
yeah.
back and forth between you and I on this. Let's do it again.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Chris Transer Golf Coaching channel on the playlist where other golf coaches can shine. Welcome back, Kyla from Predator Golf Resort in Vernon, British Columbia. Let's talk about 55, 60-yard pitch shots, those little floaty distance wedges. Not chipping, not full swing, that gray zone in between.
Yeah.
Most people struggle with it. How can I hit these low spinners that the pros want to hop and stop? And what are the reasons they pull it off?
Yeah.
You guys will see an unbelievable golf swing right away. Kyla played on the Australian PGA Tour.
So I have kind of like two shots that I would consider here. A little bit more of like a distance wedge, compressy type shot.
Yeah.
And then I would have like maybe a little bit higher, softer for maybe just a little less yardage. But so I would go kind of front here stack. 55 is gonna be like just kind of half to half for me.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time to practice, so I do get my clients and my competitive golfers to go through their wedge matrix. Half to half,
so you have
3/4. Yeah, 3/4 to 3/4, and then 3/4 max is kind of what we do.
Do you have basically baselines that you refer to different lofts and wedges, and you know my 3/4 and what did you other one?
I do a half to half.
Half to half.
So like here to here, and then tempo matches that.
So half to half is kind of lead arm parallel.
Yep.
To lead arm parallel.
Yep. And then a 3/4 to 3/4.
A little bit more.
A little longer, and then a 3/4 max, knowing that you never want to fully juice a wedge.
Okay, so a 3/4 aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. So like tempo is maybe a little bit more
Upbeat. Is your 58 degrees?
This is my 58.
Yeah.
Okay. There's my half to half.
Yeah. How far does your half to half go?
60.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit less than half to half.
Yeah, that's 55, but it's a little into the wind, so 60 yards, yeah.
I have a high floaty one, which would be, you taught me the butterfly grip way back when.
Did
So
I?
you did. So when we were learning, you were teaching me a bit about bounce like a million years ago.
Yeah.
And so that kind of right hand on top, if let's say at like maybe a 30 or 40 yarder here, I would go butterfly, and then that just becomes really nice and soft, right?
What do you think your instincts do with your release if you have more right hand over butterfly grip? What do you do more of?
Definitely release it.
Yes.
Right?
And when we release it more, we have less shaft lean.
Yeah.
And when we have less shaft lean, our dynamic loft, aka loft, exactly, well displayed, creates more spin and less ball speed.
Yeah.
Right? So by just forcing the release a little bit earlier with the butterfly grip, because if you don't release it, a butterfly grip makes the golf ball go right. So like a butterfly grip opens the face, you have to release it early, and you're gonna naturally create more dynamic loft, and that makes the ball more floaty. Yeah, nice.
Like you could see that one there,
I love
right?
that, yeah.
Those would be like my two kind of options that I would play here. If I'm just a weekend golfer, I'd probably just stick to my normal matrix, half to half, 3/4 to 3/4, and 3/4 max. If I've got a little more time, I'm going to throw that butterfly grip in for that high soft one. I'll go back to my half to half. Oh, a little skinny.
That's okay.
I'm leaving them a little right today. I don't know if that's alignment or just my pivot.
Yeah, I have strong opinions on pivot.
Tell me.
In the full swing, you want some strong separation between pelvis and torso, right? So we want a pelvis that turns about 45, shoulder about 90 for a full swing, creating a lot of internal tension, and the transverse abdominals for the club to get slingy, something we've practiced in our other video. I actually encourage people to feel in a distance wedge shot to feel more like in unison.
Together.
Together.
For sure.
To get less separation. And maybe, and you're a very dynamic player, you hit the ball very long, used to swing more than 100 miles per hour. Not anymore maybe, but
barely
you
touching 100.
You smashed the ball long.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah, you did really, like you were a long hitter. And the reason was because you had like very good separation between the lower body and upper body. But if you do that too much,
In wedges.
wedges, I think right now, you separated less, and you were more in full swing mode, and then you cranked on the hips a little bit more.
Yeah.
You were a little bit ahead of the stuff, and the ball was...
That can cause a right.
Could cause it right.
Okay.
So try to move your pelvis and your torso a little bit more together. I mean, you have to release the hips immediately that way. So you have more time then to release the face, and also simultaneously, I'm going to encourage you to hit a 1 yard pull.
Okay. Okay, so here we go.
Release the hips in the back swing, good.
Okay, we got a little more than that.
I think right now you are definitely haven't released the hips yet to the right side. Maybe bump the right hip back a little bit already. Just exactly.
There?
Good. Yes.
Okay.
You open.
To slow that down.
Just to turn it more together with the chest and the backswing.
Okay.
Nice. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Don't be afraid to turn together and release the hips. Less separation. Good.
There we go.
Oh,
yeah, nice. That felt definitely more together.
Yes.
Okay.
I also didn't see that aggressive hip spinner. Right? We do want to start with the hips. Yeah, a little bit more back. No
there?
more. Yes. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay, that feels so close for me.
Oh, it's absolutely neutral.
Okay.
Actually, get your weight a little bit toe and heel. Like exactly. Love it. Good. Now just turn together and then release it. Good. How's that feel?
Okay. Good. I think I'm like I need a little bit more like that pull feel, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would tell you to get the pull feel with the
down there.
With the with
oh,
the
okay.
hands. Yeah.
Okay.
Not with the upper body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I would definitely get the handle to stop earlier and let the club face pass the hands earlier. Love it. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Good. And pull it. Face pull.
Yeah. So I chunked it, but definitely felt more down here.
Yes. Yeah. That's something that I don't recommend too much for distance wedges. We don't want too much handle drag.
For sure.
We want the handle to go to about
up.
right here. The hands should have slowed down already and the club face releases that way. And you're still a little dynamic there.
Okay, okay.
And the best way to get rid of that is to turn a little bit more and intentionally hit a little like flip pull.
Okay.
And if you chunk it, then I have another solution for you.
Okay,
But
so
don't
there.
be there and feel a little bit of face pull after a big turn. Good.
Oh yeah, that felt definitely more.
Good.
Just
Perfect. The last thing I would do now, just in case that leads to some pull shots, I would just get the vertical swing plane a little bit higher at setup.
On the backswing?
No,
or
just
setup?
On setup. Just get a little bit more steeper shaft, to get almost a little Bryson-esque, Steve Stricker-esque toe down.
So there? Mm-hmm. Okay, so instead of there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Makes it a little bit crispier.
Okay, so there and there.
Yes, and then a little face pull with a very upright shaft.
Okay, let's try this.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Nice.
Yeah. So the face so the shaft pitch up this way will make it steep again.
Cool. Like it.
Why don't you do it a little bit more extreme? Like my old coach used to say, show me something that's too much with the new stuff.
Like the Bryson.
Yes.
Right?
Good. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Good. And then a nice face pull.
Oh, I left that one open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see you almost like being a little bit in control mode with the release.
Yeah,
don't be afraid to do
to really do it.
To speed it up. Like you're doing a ping pong serve and you're letting you have quite active hands down there. Good, nice.
Okay, overdone, but good.
That way too.
Yeah.
A little bit more shaft pitch higher. Good. Hips look good. Yeah. All right. And then flip it. That's it.
That felt better. I just need to practice more, really, right? To get that feel back. I just like when I played, you just find the flow so much easier.
Yeah.
Right. So here, how's that?
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Right.
Okay. That was best. That was the best one for.
I'll hit one or two. Last thing I really recommend is energy in the backswing as well. I want you to have energy in the backswing, hit the cruise control button, and go through with the same energy. What I see a little bit with you today is a smooth backswing, and you give it a little bit too much acceleration, right? So we have that higher shaft pitch, little closed hips, and then energy back, and then the flip will be so much easier.
Cool. That's really nice. Okay, let me try some energy here.
Forward swing, you want to look like you're having finesse and feel. Yeah, that was good. And it's almost like, I wouldn't say it's like you're slowing down.
Right.
But the run out is a little softer. Right? Good. And whip it and smooth.
Oh, I like that feel coming through.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because you're not looking for distance anymore in club head speed.
Yeah.
If you have energy available in the backswing. Right?
For sure. I think some of it is when you learn something, when you're like trying to incorporate something new. So you're throwing it back and, okay, now I'm the learner, right? And so I'm going, okay, yeah, I got to feel this more here. Okay, but I still got to be vertical, right? So I'm thinking versus, you know, just kind of being athletic and going, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a normal process to be positionally aware first, and then at the end of each lesson, everyone should always go into rhythm and
100%,
doing stuff. Yeah,
100%.
So that's what we're doing. Yeah. Like send it back and then spit it. Oh, that was pure.
Yeah, and that almost just gets me more synced up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I still got to have a little bit more throw in there on those right ones, right? So now I have my ingredient list for strategies.
Yeah. Also, you're going to encourage yourself more to throw it and pull it if you move with your chest forward. Not necessarily open more, but laterally more forward.
Oh, okay.
You still have a little bit of...
Totally, 100%.
Right? So if you don't mind, do that. Everything we've done, so if I close your hips more. No, I'll do it for you. I'm just going to give you... It's like a millimeter. Right hip needs to be a little more
so
close.
there.
Good. I'm going to push you forward if you feel it. Good. Right hip back. Good. And that's it. That's it.
That's definitely more down.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's the low spinner.
Cool. That felt
I
like
mean,
Victor.
Everyone on tour that's a little bit kind of reverse spiny and over rotated in the backswing is a good pitcher. Brian Gay, you know, and that's horrible for driving.
Yeah,
we
for
all
sure.
know that, right? Right, there you go. Good.
Okay,
Good.
so
and turn. Nice.
Yeah,
that's it.
Got
that's
it.
the floater.
Like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. That makes
Awesome.
you non-dynamic. That makes you steep and opens up the spin lift, and that makes you release it freely. And you know, and the ball comes off floaty. Like there's nothing worse than having distance wedges that are smashed.
Yes.
They have to float. They
Totally.
have to come off soft and inefficient.
Love that. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that'll conclude our expedition around distance wedges today. Hope you guys learned something, and leave some stuff in the comments and follow Kyla on her channel.
Thanks, Chris.